Chantal. How are you?
Okay, I guess.
Okay. What did you want to talk about today?
Well, I have a situation. Okay, so basically I got in a fight with my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened is she invited me to this concert and she doesn't understand, like, she just doesn't get where I'm coming from. Like, I told her, like, I don't know if I want to go anymore. Like, it was a nice gesture, but I don't want to go. Like, she pisses me off. She doesn't understand.
Take a deep breath. Okay. I want you to tell me what the fight was about.
Okay, so basically we like this band called Metric.
Okay.
And she thought it would be nice to invite me and get us concert tickets. But she didn't take into consideration that I don't really like going to different cities, like, because I'm not really familiar with it, and it makes me nervous. So the concert's in Toronto, and I don't know where the venue is. I don't know how we're going to get there. I don't know how we're going to get home. There's going to be people there that I don't know. Like, it's a different city.
Mm-hmm.
So if something happens, I'm all the way in Toronto. Like, I'm far from home. That's a good almost an hour. Like, what am I supposed to do? Call my mom to come get me? Like, my mom doesn't even drive. Like, what am I supposed to do? And she doesn't understand. She's like, oh, you're being a baby.
Okay, deep breath.
So she's like telling me, like, I'm being a baby and I need to grow up sometime. But, like, it just makes me really anxious not being in my own city. Like, just in case. What if I go in the mosh pit and I fall? Break my ankle, you know?
Yeah.
And then I end up in a hospital in Toronto. My mom and dad, they're over here. Like, I'd be screwed.
I can see you're having a lot of anxiety over this issue.
Yeah.
Have you told your friend about this stuff? Does she know?
Yeah, I tried explaining it to her and she was being rude about it. Like, she wasn't taking my feelings into consideration. And, like, I don't know, like, I can't help that I'm anxious. Like, it just happens.
So you're feeling kind of offended in how she reacted to the situation?
Exactly. Like, it's like, I think about one thing and then, like, all these ideas get in my head and I'm just like, okay, what if this happens? Or what if this happens? Or what if this happens?
This seems to be, like, it's causing you a great deal of stress, and it's quite an issue for you, right? Can you tell me about a time where you've felt this type of anxiety before in another situation?
I'm trying to think.
Like, what else sets it off? Anything specific?
Well, okay, like, sometimes, like, when my friends ask me to do stuff, like, if they ask me to go to a party, okay, like, I'm alright with people, but if there's nobody that I know there, and it's like, oh yeah, it's my friend's party, a friend of a friend, and then I'm like, okay, like, should I drink before I go to gain courage? Like, what if they don't like me? What if they just think I dress funny? What if I don't fit in, you know? And, like, just certain situations, just, like, it's always what if?
Mm-hmm.
What if this happens? And I feel as though, like, it wrecks my everyday life. Like, just simple things like that. Like, and it's wrecking my friendships and basically wrecking my life.
So you're saying that you've realized that you have a problem with anxiety, and it's now affecting you on an emotional level, social level as well, because now it's controlling your relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Does it control your actions?
Well, yeah, because it's like, okay, like parties and stuff like that. It's like, while I'm there, it's like, okay, like, what should I say? What shouldn't I say? If I do say this, like, are they going to judge me, you know? And it's just like, or even like, to pick out an outfit, do you know how long it takes? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. My room's a mess afterwards, and then I get anxious about that because my parents are going to complain to me about my messy room. And it's just like, so then I'm at the party, I'm like, I'm going to go home, and my parents are going to yell at me about my room.
Jeez, you're just stressing out about everything, eh?
I can't help it.
Yeah.
And
So you've realized that this is a problem for you.
oh, yeah.
So what have you done to help yourself?
Well, like, I've thought about medication, but I don't know, I don't want it to change me as a person. Like, side effects, like, what if, like, I don't know, like, I've kind of looked into side effects, but I've Googled stuff, but then that makes me anxious because I'm like, I don't want diarrhea. Like, how am I supposed to do stuff with diarrhea?
Yeah, diarrhea makes it hard to do things.
Yeah, exactly. You can't work with diarrhea. You can't hang out with diarrhea. It screws you up.
Okay, so besides the diarrhea, what specifically are you worried about?
I just, like, or even like fatigue. I don't have time to be fatigued as a side effect of these pills.
I want you to focus for a few minutes on what the positives would be of taking anti-anxieties.
Well, I feel like I'd probably be able to go out easier.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wouldn't be, like, probably help my friendships
And
my relationships.
your friend that invited you to the concert, let's think of her specifically, because she seems to be a good friend of yours.
She's a close friend of mine.
How would she feel if you were to start strengthening your relationship with her, because you're able to go out and do these things, and you don't have such anxiety? How do you think that would affect her?
Well, I feel like she'd be my maid of honor if I ever get married. But
so it'd be a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because like then she could depend on me, right? Like, who wants a friend that bails all the time because like of stupid situations? Like, it makes me feel stupid.
Yeah.
Basically.
I hate when friends do that to me too. I totally hear ya.
And you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that friend that's known as Miss Baylor. You know what I mean? Like, and so it's just like I can't. Like, I feel like it would help. Like, I feel like the good would outweigh the bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's good.
Outweigh the side effects. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, from what I see, you've made the effort to come out and talk to me about this, because you see that it's obviously something that you're struggling with, right? So you're looking to improve yourself and your relationships and your life as a whole, and I think that that's awesome. But now you're saying that you're still worried about this medication. So what's something that you think maybe you could do to try to combat that? You're worried about diarrhea, fatigue, not feeling like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Have you spoke to your doctor about those things?
No, unless my doctor's name is Google. Like, I'm just like, I'm too, well, I guess anxious. Like, it's just like, I mean, I really feel like you've given me more of like confidence and push to realize that, you know what, the good outweighs the bad, and really I should just more so look into it and ask my doctor and let him know how I'm feeling and find out more about the medications, or even different either whether it be natural or like,
that's a good idea.
You know what I mean? Because he might I saw this one medication for anti-anxiety, but he could find me something maybe natural, you know, like eating pancakes every day, something like that. You know what I mean? Obviously not, but
yeah. There are other options.
Yeah.
And even if you decided to stick with the medication route because you feel that it is working for you, there are different types and different strengths, and you and your doctor can work together to realize what's best for your body.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to talk to your doctor then? Do you think that's something that you could do?
Oh, I definitely. After talking to you, I really feel like I should talk to him, and it will definitely help me feel better.
I think that'd be good stuff for you. You seem to have a good outlook on the whole situation, and I feel like if you were to sort of get on top of this, you could really turn things around and, start improving those relationships that are starting to fall apart from this problem.
Yeah, it'll definitely be better to solve the problem than keep digging.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, perfect. So I guess I'll leave that with you, and then I'll meet with you next week, and you can tell me how it went.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much.
No problem.